up? 7:30 on the dot. How y'all doing out there? Still trying to work with this light. See how I want it. Do I want it bright? I think this is cool. Give a second for people to get in the room. You know our ritual. You knew? What's your astrology sign and where you from? Your boy is in Knoxville, Tennessee. Just came from South Carolina yesterday. What's good? What's good? Delta in the building. What's good? My volume, everything good? You can hear me good? Just mic check. Make sure everything good before we start up. Hit that thumb up for me, bro. You don't mind. Always been our brother, man. Okay. Yeah, right now, just waiting till everybody get in the room. Everybody got different time, places. So I'm just waiting for a minute, man. Akeem in the building. Where you at in this world, bro? In Knoxville, Tennessee. Rough day at the trucking job, bro. 26 East got shut down. Had to hit the alternated route. You know how that is. As in the crazy city we weren't supposed to be in. Had to get the cops to pull us out of South Carolina. We made it, man. Truckers, truckers struggle in this world, bro. So if you're new to the podcast, for the first 5 minutes, we're just going to be talking, introducing people before I start my content. Liz Thomason. Where you from? What's your zodiac, Liz? Welcome to your channel. And I may say it a million times just to figure you out and memorize you. You are officially part of us when I don't have to ask you your sign no more. When I don't ask you where you from no more, I start nicknaming you by your zodiac. But just give me some time. We got a good subject today. Talk about Mars. I'm gonna do probably 2 segments on it. New York, Scorpio. Okay, I got to remember that. It's gonna take a couple times to remember. When I start calling you Miss Scorpio, you'll know I got you. I am in the truck right now. Just cooked meats, cabbage, mushroom with the skillet. I got you, bro. I got some videos I'm gonna put out about my life, what I buy from Walmart and stuff like that. If y'all interested, I'm not a special driver, but everybody got their own routines and stuff. So definitely, I'm gonna share some videos and stuff, and I'm also gonna do my critiques on other people's astrology signs. Today we're talking about Mars, which is often overlooked sign, very overlooked. We're gonna go more to the men this podcast. Next, we're gonna go a little bit more toward the women. And then we'll start getting to Venus. Then we'll do combinations. Yes, I'm a Taurus. I am definitely a Taurus. So we're gonna give a little time and stuff like that. I'm new to cooking, but I did decent. You heard? Yep, definitely. Cassie girl in the building. What up, Anderson Jones? What's up, bro? Mr. Cap in the building. How's life treating you, bro? Out here on the road, man. Out here doing this trucking thing right now. We're gonna let it go for like 5. We're gonna let it get to like the 6-minute mark, and then we start up. Time went by fast. But like I said, the first couple minutes, I just kind of feel everybody out. Anybody new in the building? We know we're gonna have some late bloomers in. We normally get booming a little bit later, but this is how I go. If you don't catch the beginning and you're curious about what we're talking about, just jump in. Man, pretty good. I finally got monetized on YouTube. Congratulations, bro. I don't know why I'm not getting no notifications, bro. Send me something so I can notify, bro. I'm not getting notifications. A couple times I looked at the old video we did and saw that the one before, so I was able to like and stuff. But I want to support you like you support us, bro. We couldn't, man. Anderson, man. Mr. Cap done did a lot for this channel. We wouldn't be monetized without him. So he's a big part of what going on with the YouTube channel. At the time, we were just getting views and no money. So he helped it out a lot. It's going all right. It's going all right. Why don't Capricorns like Scorpio? We'll get to that. We'll get into that. Are you going to do signs on presidents versus each other? Presidents are hard. Now, I think we should challenge dysfunctional to do that. Only because I'm not into politics like that. But this and said are. So if we were to do a president one versus each other, I would need, actually I need this help on that. Like seriously, they're down to me. I'm not familiar with them. Got it's my my palette guy video, but I'm shooting to you. Okay. I've been doing your palette stuff, but I don't know why it don't come up in my my feed, bro. So I don't care if I got to binge watch you. I'll support you. And anybody got any channels that make any sense and great, and y'all support it, we'll support you too. So definitely send me something, bro, where I can just binge watch it and get into my off the rhythm or whatever happens, because it's not coming to my notifications. And I want to support anybody who supports it. I'm driving the truck, bro. I can watch everybody's video. Well, listen to everybody's videos, peek at it. I don't want to hit nobody. All right, let's start this podcast. So today we're talking about activating the Mars. Now, I've been on YouTube a lot. I've been on social media, period, IG, checking out a lot of people's videos. Let me find my notes. And a lot of astrologers, what up, Seven in the Bill? We miss you too. Where you been at, girl? So a lot of astrologers, I don't think like everybody else want me to think. I don't just read a book and just say, okay, astrology this way, this and that and that. A mystic told me a long time ago, she thought I was gifted in how I break down astrology. So Ellie and Annie, oh yeah, what's up? What's your zodiac? Where you from? Welcome to the channel. So I don't just go off what people say. I go off how I feel and my intuitive to the game. Because the first, hey dude, okay, what's your zodiac, bro? Jerry, welcome to the channel. So I don't just go off what people say. I do listen to people. I do learn from people. But at some point, people gotta understand astrology is like mathematics. You add, subtract, you figure out the formula, and it becomes what you make of it. And it's so diverse because what I value the most may not be what you value in your sign, your placement. So it's big to know what the placements mean and how they affect you. Because my placement is going to be affected a lot different than how y'all placement is going to be affected. And a lot of people on social media trying to prove astrology wrong, they go off their placement and the way they see things as law and then go against how we see things. So I'm gonna tell you how I feel about Mars. I'm gonna tell you what I feel like is more important than the rising, no offense. It's more important to the moon, no offense. And it may be even more important to the Mercury to most. I'm an outlier in it because Mercury is the planet I'm ruled by. So Mercury will always be one of the most important. I can't tell you what's more important, Mercury or Mars. It's like a tie to me. But we're gonna break this thing down. So if you don't know what the Mars is, because I ask a lot of women what their sign is when they date people. The first thing they tell me, their sun, their rising, and their moon. Everybody don't know their Venus or their Mars. They had to look it up. And it's sad because you asking me about relationships, and relationships are, those two planets have to be involved. And a majority of women out here, and I'm telling you right now, women, if you don't connect with a man Mars, 9 times out of 10, if it's not love at first sight, you're gonna be lost. You're gonna be totally lost. For instance, I have a Gemini Mars, so like me having it, what up? I can't pronounce it. Ari Low. Where you from? What's your zodiac? Miss A. Miss AH. Let's hit that like button up. So when it comes to astrology, knowing the Mars and Venus is important when it comes to relationships. It's cool to know your rising, your life path, your degrees. All of those things are great for you individually to know yourself. And astrology is about knowing yourself. But when it comes to sex, relationships, how people interpret you and stuff, if you don't look into your Venus and your Mars and your Mercury, then you're going to be lost. I even think it's more important than your moon. And we're going to get to that, ladies. Ladies, we're going to get to that. I know y'all hate to hear that. But for a man, Mars and Venus is more important than our moon, right? Seriously, I'm going to break it down. Mine is Sag, Venus. I don't know my Mars. Okay, that's a start. So, Mars represents the planet of energy, action, desire. It's called the red planet, and that's symbolizes the Roman god of war, Wink, wink. Aries in the building. It influences people' ability to assert themselves. It can be triggered with anger, how you get angry, your impulsiveness, your pursuit, and your assertiveness. All of these things I said are actually masculine roles. Masculine roles. So when I say this, I want to say like this. There's a lot of like scenarios and subliminals out there deeper than what people think. They in little commercials and cartoons, and we look at it and they go over our head. A lot of these songs, a lot of these symbol things, symbol God of War, LOL, Scorpio too. Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later. But anyway, I mean, Scorpio, you're there, but you know how I feel about Scorpio and Mars. I'm just saying. We'll get on that though. But anyway, so all of those things are actually masculine placements. The most masculine energy comes from Mars. And like I say, do a lot of cartoons and stuff. Yeah, you want to smoke. It's no smoke, it's just reality on it. And not really reality. It's opinions with this. I ain't gonna lie, it's opinions. My opinions is, though it's two zodiac signs and one planet, one zodiac is more comfortable on that planet. I've always said that to a T. And that's when they share planets. I think that's Aries dominant planet. I think Scorpio secondary. I know some people gonna throw haymakers at me, but it's just the terminology of everything, how it's built up biblically, Lilith series wise, everything leads me to say Aries is the head of that planet. Yes, Scorpio's there too, but that's Aries planet. Everything they named it after him, the god of war. Like that's his planet. Assertiveness, impulsiveness, all these things symbolizes that's Aries planet. But anyway, so getting back to it, there's a lot of cartoons and symbolizations out there, music that I listen to, and I listen to a different way because I know about astrology. And one of the things they say is, I know y'all heard this saying is, men are from Mars, women are from Venus. So you're speaking from asterisk info for sure. Yeah, definitely. Like I say, it's opinion, but astrology is about math, and your math could be geometry. My math could be numerology. I don't know. Anyway, it could be anything. So how you take it is how you're gonna perceive it. You're never gonna see things exactly how I see it because we rule by different planets. We just come to a common ground of disagreement and sharing information. That's why relationships and understanding astrology get a little tricky, because when you add on to somebody else's vision, your natal charts play a role in that. But okay, so getting back to Mars, they say in commercials and stuff, men are from Mars and women from Venus. A lot of people look at that as it's just like a shallow way of saying something that had no spirituality to it, but it's one of the deepest spiritual things that before we even thought about astrology, when we were just watching it as kids and stuff, it had deeper meaning to it. So the meaning behind it is women walk and act in their Venus. They act in the love planet, and men act and walk in their Mars. And it's been proven not just in astrology terminology, but in human behavior, which I study a lot. I see a shift in how women act when they're in love and when they act on a daily basis. Now, some people get love at first sight or have a dominant placement, because dominant placements have a decisiveness on how you're going to bring what you're going to bring out first. Like if you have if Scorpio or Aries is home at Mars, it may jump forward and act above your Venus because it's at home. So any questions about that so far, about men are from Mars and women are from Venus? Any questions? Trying not to cram all this in one. So I'm throwing shade to all the people who believe the moon is the most important placement. I'm gonna tell you why it's not in relationships. So I have a Virgo moon. My Virgo moon is very critical. I like a grounded or a watery woman to match my groundness behind closed doors. What if a woman has both Venus and Mars are in the same sign? Then they got the most simplest life ever. in love. What you see is what you're gonna get. I wish I had matching. Um, if your Venus and Mars match, or they're just, if you have a Venus and Mars and they're both fire placements, or both air placements, or both ground placements, man, do life get simple in love for you. So I break stuff down from a human behavior. I don't go all into the horoscope or anything like that. So when we talk about human behavior, we talk about sex, love, and everything like that. So what it is the problem with having, the benefit of having both matching is you know what you're going to get with that woman. If she act like a Leo, she meets you, she going to act like a Leo in the relationship. You're done. Fine, you get to go. Now, the moon does have a part later on, but not initially. And I want to say that for us men, we really don't care about the woman moon at the beginning. I had to say that's a woman's thing. The moon is a woman's thing. So most of these astrologers and mystics be like, oh, you don't know the person till you meet their moon. You kind of do. The moon is very important. I'm not throwing the moon out. But the moon don't decide majority of anything with a man, because a man is about sex and initial approach. We'll work on the moon as we go. The sun is even lesser as an importance in the moon. So I have a Gemini Mars, for instance, and I'm attracted to, from initial point of view, I desire, because Mars is what you desire to. I desire air for attraction. I like saggy too, because saggy kind of like a fiery air, but we'll get into that later. But the initial attraction for me, for my Mars, is going to be air signs. All planets do matter, but we talking about order. We talking about order. All planets does matter. I don't disagree with you on that. But I'm just saying, like, as in for order for relationships, I think Mars is one of the most underrated, most important placements to have, especially coming from a man. Y'all trying to date man 9 times out of 10. If you dating a woman, yes, the moon sign may jump in line here and there. I still think the Venus is up there, but you know what I'm saying? The Mars is very important with men, because we do lead with that second head. That second head. This is the first one. The second one. And that's activated by Mars. So if we're not sexually attracted to you 9 times out of 10, you better have a magicness about you that makes you have love at first sight. Because if it's not, I learned about Venus and Mars from you first. Okay, cool. So any questions about that so far? I'm going to let y'all dial up some questions. We got a short group tonight, but we'll ride it out. Any question about Mars? I have a Gemini Mars. You can ask me about my Mars, or you can ask me about your Mars, and I'll tell you my initial reaction to it. I want to engage y'all a little bit more. How y'all feel about what I said so far? Any questions before I get a little bit deeper? I didn't have any easy love with life with the Virgo and Venus Mars placement. Wow. So if he's a Leo, my Mars is Leo. Is he more attracted to me? If he's a Leo, so you putting his sun with your Mars. Okay. So this is where it get tricky at. To me, the sun sign can satisfy the Mars in men. So for instance, if I were to meet a Gemini sun, her essence, her ego, her ambience of what I feel with her will be enough to get my Mars engaged. But the problem with that is, it's not going to work with my Venus. We're not going to get too much into Venus today. Venus is going to be down the line. But it's not going to, what the subject is, not going to activate my Mars. My Venus. So with sun signs, it would be better if he were a Leo Mars and you was a Leo sun. His sun sign is not going to be just totally crazy about your Mars and Leo. Now, don't get me wrong. It's an outlier to that, because that Leo Mars is a thirst trap. You got something going on about you, Miss Liz. I always say that lust factor, that alluringness of the Leo Mars can get pretty much anybody they want, but naturally with the placement, no. Um, the Virgo Venus is tough. Virgo placement period is tough. I don't even like my Virgo moon sometimes, y'all. I don't really like that placement. But anyway, Cherie in the building. Cancer girl, do you have easy love life? He said, nope. We know exactly what we want and prefer quality over quantity. Yeah. I mean, I think having matching Venus and Mars makes things very Leo Mars. Very, 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 it's a thirst trap. It's very alluring. The line is adapts a lot of Scorpio-ness. And I always come up with stories that don't exist sometimes, but it makes up the symbolization of it. So I always said, if you don't know about Leo Mars, it's like a line that went to Mars, got trapped there. Because she's more exuberant in the Venus, in the sun. Wherever it's hot, she's more exuberant there. So when she went to Mars, she met Scorpio. And she said, Scorpio, what's that you do that I like so much that you do? And Scorpio say, sting people. And Leo, like, I don't want to sting people. Like, I'm a lioness, or I'm a man, I'm a lion. I don't need to sting people. I got claws, I got teeth. What's that other thing you do? And Scorpio said, oh, you like my allure. You know how they say Leo's like attention? Yeah, that gets attention. I like the allure you do, Scorpio. And Scorpio teaches Leo in Mars the allure factor. Most women ain't even got to be physically attractive. They got Leo Mars. It's a sexual allure about them. And I haven't found another placement that captured that from the Scorpio essence in the Mars. And that's for me dating people right now in that sign. Every time I'm sexually attracted to a woman and don't know why, they be having that Leo Mars in there somewhere. If they don't have air, because I got Gemini. So Scorpio Sun, Leo Mars is crazy work. It could be. Both are placements that they had to adapt to. I think most water and ground placements are better in the moon, are stronger in the moon, and fire placements are better in the sun and the Venus. This is my opinion. I don't really look at Scorpio Sun as a crazy placement. It's curious, and it may be a little uncomfortable in the sun. Scorpios get a little uncomfortable in the sun and Venus. They'd rather be in the moon and in the Mars, but they can be all right in the sun. They have more trouble in the Venus, believe it or not. But in the sun, they don't. The sun, they gonna get that reputation still. You know, Scorpios be cursed with the reputation of you're sexual, you want sex, you can be liars, all that stuff come with Scorpio. So when you having your moon and Mars, this is what they don't tell you, but I've researched this and I've talked to people. When you have these placements in the shadow side is your Mars, it's a darker planet, the moon is darker. Those placements allow you to cover up things. So a lot of women who got Scorpio moon, you don't see or know they got Scorpio moon unless they tell you, hey, I have a Scorpio moon, this is what's going down, which is not going to do for real. If you're in astrology and you see it, then you see it, but they're not going to come out and say it. But my mom, Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Venus, she has a lot of trouble in relationships because the Scorpio do not want to be in the daylight. It's better at nighttime. It's very nocturnal animal. It thrives in the night, which is Mars and the moon. Oh, yes. So what would be a good match for Virgo Venus and Mars and Taurus? Cancer girl always ask that question. But love you, Cancer girl. You have to tell yourself that, Cancer girl, what's good for you. Okay, so let's break down Miss Cancer girl for answer. We talking about Mars today more than Venus, but I'll try to act on it. So what this means is Cancer girl wakes up every morning, right? Brushes her teeth, does whatever she does, and go to work. When people see you, and they don't know who you are, they're gonna see Cancer girl, because you got the sun of Cancer. So Cancer is gonna be a first radiancy, not the rising. Come after me, Mystic. Come after me. Not the rising. I have a Gemini rising. Don't nobody see me as a Gemini until I start to act and talk. So that rising is over the sun. I don't go with it. Is your life path? Yes. It shows radiance here and there, but it's your sun. Your sun is what people are going to see over your rising. If you hear me, look at my IG. Most people who like me, who don't know me, only see my modeling pictures. I'm built, say Tarian. They never mention anything about Gemini until they talk to me or see how I act. Then they say it's something else going on. So, like I say, don't let society tell you what it is. The rising is important. All the placements is important. 7 had broke that down, I agree. But people, Cancer girl, do you not see me as Taurus? Like initially, without me acting, not knowing me, just seeing how I look. I see Cancer girl as Cancer girl, period. As Cancer. After that, then we start to go on how you act and everything else. Let's break this down. So when she wakes up, if somebody don't know who she is, they're gonna see Cancer girl, Cancer, or some type of Cancer essence. Cancer's pretty happy in the sun. No conflict there. One of the only water signs to me. Pisces are in the sun too. They rather be in the moon still. Pisces rather be in the moon, but they are in the sun sign, which is really significant. But Cancer in the sun is pretty nice day or whatever like that. They're gonna see her act like a Virgo. So you carry on your day as a Virgo. So what you're gonna attract with your Virgo Venus, which we're not gonna get too much into that, we're going into Mars, is Virgo-like energy or Pisces-like energy, or they say Gemini and Virgo, but nah, I bump heads with Virgo placements where my Gemini placements at. I know they both on the Mercury, but sometimes just because you're on the same planet don't mean you're on the same frequency. Gemini and Virgo can be very clashy. Some people like it, some people don't. It's your flavor, what you like. But they're gonna see a Virgo when you start to act around them, Cancer girl. But if you ever were to fall in love with them, they're gonna see more Tarian, which is your Mars, which is not too bad placement to have, because I don't believe that Taurus is so far from Virgo, from how they act. I think Taurus is a little bit more smoother, not so critical, but they still stubborn like Virgos are. They still determined and grounded, got a routine and everything like that. So it's not gonna be too far. So mainly any ground placement should be able to fit right in between those two placements. Women do desire their Mars, but it's not strong. They more or less loving their Mars, like the opposite of what men do. But we're gonna get to that to the next. We're talking about women on next. We're talking about men Mars. So first initial attraction for you and your Taurus Mars is to find for you love in that position is possibly, no, let's flip it back. So you and your Venus, Virgo Venus, sorry. So the number one person that be attracted to you from their Mars position, because we're talking about men Mars, is a Virgo Mars, Capricorn Mars, possibly. Gemini Mars is, I never like Virgo placements with my Gemini placement, just being honest. Not for lovers. They just too strict. They too, like, both of them do communication, but Gemini is different. It's more melodic. Is it all residue from Libra? It has residue from Libra. What you mean? I don't know what to hook her up with. Okay, it's hard to hook Cancer girl up with somebody because we don't have that many guys on here. So like, y'all hit up y'all guy friends and tell them to get on the channel. I love to hook people up. We got mostly women. So hey, if you like women, I can hook you up. I'm a Capricorn woman that's trying to get away from a toxic Libra man. So you had to get really detailed in that. And you know, after the video you can post, or you can go to my IG and send me that information. I can't get too deep into that unless I know y'all placements and what happened. I don't know if you want to put your business out there, but that's a whole segment. When anytime somebody hit me up on that, I definitely take that serious. So Rise Nova, all together one letter, at Rise Nova, my IG. Follow me, support me, and text me any issues like that. I can't really dissect it on the podcast because I'm gonna be jumping around, but I can help you. I can try to help you. Capricorn Sun is a good start, but yeah. I'm a Leo. Both my Mars and Venus are in Cancer. What would be a good match for me? Whoa, 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 whoa. So the crazy thing about this is, it's a lot of this stuff, astrology, like I said, it's mathematical. So with you have to find out what you like. So with Venus in Cancer and Mars in Cancer, I always say Cancer is one of the most powerful placements that don't stay put. It's two of them, it's Aries and Cancer, who don't stay put. I know people gonna say Libra, but Libra stay put because Libra don't want to imbalance nothing. Libra got enough trouble, and wherever planet she in, she's fine being there. She's not gonna interrupt anything else. But Aries get a little and want to go somewhere, and Cancer get a little bit hug me and go places. So when you have those both of those placements, Cancer is gonna really predict a lot of your placement. A lot of your decision. So Taurus could be good for Cancer. I think Taurus is a good match for Cancer. I think Taurus is probably the perfect match for Cancer. I think Capricorn comes in number 2, but I've done a lot of psychiatry. I've done a lot of, I can't even say it right. I've done a lot of therapy for people who fall in love, and Cancer and Capricorn for some reason bang heads. I can't tell you why they're a match made in heaven, but for some reason they bump heads. They supposed to go together. Capricorn being the father, Cancer being the mom, this husband, this wifey, but for some reason they seem to always bump heads. Now when they do successfully come out properly or good, it's in the benefit for the man to be the Cappy, and it's in the benefit for the woman to be a Cancer. When you flip that, a lot of times the Capricorn women try to demasculate the Cancer man, not on purpose. It's just Cappy way. You gotta really have a backbone to deal with Capricorn energy, and the Cancer man kind of folds up under that because that's Cappy. That's Cappy. Now everything changed with placements. Of course, I'm talking about the Cancer placement by itself. A lot of times it's a flip situation where the man has to be more submissive, and the woman is going to be more dominant in that situation, which not what you really want. Women out there, or what y'all say y'all don't want, so it becomes tricky. But in that situation, I think a Taurus meets the masculinity of a Cap, but still give you some room to be that sensual comfortability too. So Taurus placements will suit that. The first thing they're gonna see that Leo placement. So that ego of that Leo sun is not gonna stay put either, because it's a home planet, and that could cause some problems, or he might be attracted to. I don't initially think that Taurus and Leo really got the attraction like that, for the simple reason that Leo has what the word is, not goals, but has chores, has things you got to do. So with Leo placements, it's like look good, smell good, be ambitious, keep your body right. It's like little things that Leo have you do. And to be honest, Taurus is one of the lazy signs. They may have a routine where they work out. They may have a routine where they love to stay smelling good and stuff. That's fine. But they got the lazy days too. I'm a Taurus. My place ain't gonna be the neatest. I'm gonna be messy and lazy sometimes. I don't feel like hearing it. And I got Aries placements, so I know Leo can be troublesome in that area of pushing the pace. Like a Leo will wake up in the middle of the night and be like, hey, let's go hit the track, let's go do this. Now you ain't got so much to worry about because you got Cancer placements, but just a Leo powerhouse is going to want you to make adjustments. And Taurus get tired of having to change up things. So I say Taurus is good for you, but don't look at the sun sign. Look at his Mars and his Venus. They need to match what you see with the Taurus. With the Cancer. So Taurus is number 1. I think Capricorn number 2, even though y'all bump heads, If it ain't for that, then go for water. Because I don't think Virgo and Cancer really click like that versus the other two. Year has a lot to do with it. It definitely does have a lot to do with it. That's why you bump heads with me, Ace. I don't really bump heads with you. I got a Virgo moon. So I kind of get you and understand you. I don't really bump heads. I do challenge you. My Gemini side like to challenge Virgo. Like you under the same planet as my Gemini placement, and I want to know why you here. I mean, I know why you here, but it's just something I say. Why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Mercury is our planet, and Virgo say, well, I'm here too. Like it's one is boss, and it's one, I ain't gonna say employee because Virgo's not employee, but they're not that guy to me. Like Aries, that's their planet. Scorpio, that's their planet too, but Aries like, this is my house though. And if you go by the placements and what it means, you will see why it's certain placements that vibe stronger in the element. Let's see. How dare you, Ace? You don't like it. I like Virgo. It's hard to date y'all, man. Like, I can be around y'all for a stint, but it's hard to date y'all. They be too emotional for Capricorn. Oh, so here's a Cap. It's a thin line between love and hate. It's just a thin line between love and hate. Because some Capricorn like that submissive and that willingness to do whatever the Cap say. That feeds right into you, Cap. That feeds right into what y'all want. That masculine role. And then Cancer look at Capricorn like, damn, they so boss-like. They so, yeah. But for some reason, y'all argue and y'all get into, it's either going to be the perfect relationship or it's going to be some type of to-be movie. Because y'all supposed to be together, but I don't know. It's just weird. Cancer's supposed to be in love with Capricorn. And y'all do fall in love. A lot of y'all get married. But some way down the line, it's like that Aries Libra thing where y'all just, if y'all not clicking, y'all, but y'all supposed to be together though. It's supposed to work. Now the man of Cancer is getting a little bit tricky. It get a little tricky. And I know men Cancer don't be like, I ain't sensitive and this and that. Cappy don't care. Cappy energies do not care if you think you're submissive or not. You will submit to the Cappy. Simple and plain. Like Cappy has to hold back the authority. Tell me if I'm wrong, AJ. They have to hold back the authority and allow you to be what you are because they that boss, that constructed in their mechanism. Cancer fits that perfectly. Taurus can fit it, but just make Taurus comfortable. So when the Capricorn date the Taurus, if a Capricorn can set it where he's comfortable, he won't even know, or she won't even know what you're doing in running the game of bossing and dictatorship. But Cappy got due dates, eviction notices, all of that. And if you're not willing to bend up under that, it's gonna be trouble. Like me having Aries placements. I'm a Taurus, but I got Aries. I'm so A Cappy will have to have Sagittarius placements to deal with my fire because I'm gonna be like, get up off me. But I like the bossiness of a Capricorn woman because it's a power structure. So now we fighting. God of War, Red Planet. We fighting now. We arguing in terms of passion and love. And that's what Aries like. We like that weird aggression. Like, you're not going nowhere. Like, I'm a man. How you gonna tell me I ain't going nowhere? And next thing you know, we're making love. Like, that's what I like. So I challenge Capricorn women. Handle me like you want to handle me because I'm going to handle you. What's up? But even though they built for war, that's not their plan. They'll go there if they have to, but they're not planning out to go to war. They plan to have a structured project, a system. And it can lead to sex on the not first night, but it can lead to sex and all these other things. But in the end of the run, Capricorn can draw very tiresome of an Aries placement. And if they don't have Sagittarius or something or Aquarius to re-energize them, they can end up hurting that Aquarius Aries feelings. Because Aries are really sensitive compared to Capricorn. You got to know the placement with them, Taurus. You do, definitely. I agree with Capricorn Moon. I have dated Cancers, and I love them, but definitely bump heads. Yeah, Capricorn are difficult. They can be very, very difficult. They can be very... You could date them, though, Cancer girl. You could do it. If anybody can do it, you can do it. Where are you? Are you in the Army? Just real for you, to you. What's the zodiac? Where you from? No, I'm a truck driver. I'm in my truck right now. Never knew Capricorns are very difficult. Anderson and they say good and bad. Cause we getting the Capricorn. They can be difficult, but they can be very easy too. So my experience of dating Capricorn women, the women get it the worst. The men, you know what you're getting, but the women are harder than the men. The reason is because the men come in and say, look, I got a house, I got a car, this is what I want, these are rules to my place. Most women like that dominance of a man, but most men don't like that dominance of a woman. And a lot of Capricorn, they'll take somebody who work at Chuck E. Cheese, bring them in and say, hey, do you know if you invest this part of your Chuck E. Cheese check, we can make this much money? Do you know if you do this and that, we can do this right here? And it take a humbleness for that man to say, okay, lead me. Show me what I need to do. And Capricorns are very intelligent, so if you listen to them, they'll make you more money. But the good and the bad and the ugly is the fact that once that Chuck E. Cheese employee get his money up and now he's on boss level, a lot of times you look at the fact saying, I don't have to take Cappy bossing me around no more. Let me go get somebody else because I'm the man now. So a lot of Capricorns get broken up with because they built this person up financially and stability wise that they leave them for somebody else. The other option is that they put pressure on people to get to a certain level. And Cappy will make it easy for you to get there, sometimes hard. But if you don't get to a level as expectations of power, respect, and money, watch Capricorn and Lilith, it'll tell you about it, then they will drop you like a bad habit. So it's like, almost like Cancer can't be too emotional, too soft, because Capricorn will be by them. But then again, Cancer got to be a little bit of a... Also, so it's tricky. It's just tricky. I like Capricorn women because in this day and age, they will take a man with less. They'll do that 50-50 jump with you. They'll do that, I got the house, you ain't got the house, moving my place, we'll Airbnb this out. Like, they'll figure things out. But it takes a huge humility and humbleness to date a Capricorn woman or Capricorn Mars woman, because they got things. If you're not on a level, they will be more masculine in that role, because Capricorn, to follow zodiac, they don't give a damn about sex, gender, none of that. They have to humble themselves to be feminine. No offense, they do. Just like Cancer men got to step up to a plate to be more masculine. Like, they have to really, unless they got other placements that cater to the masculine level. Taurus are the most watery sign of the earth. I agree with that, Cherie. 100%. 100%. They're exalted by the moon. So it's no weirdness of why Cancer likes them. Cancer is ruled by the moon. Taurus is exalted by the moon. Most of the ground signs and water signs fit good in the moon versus the sun. Not saying they can't thrive in the sun, but the moon, the back end of stuff, are they home. But yeah, definitely. Just a bit of good God complex and people know it all. Capricorns are also stubborn. Yeah, they could be that way. God complex, definitely. I say more devil, but we'll go God. Listen, I never heard that before now. Liz, just guess. I can be that too. Ace, I love challenges. It's fun for me. I love Taurus, man, but definitely got to know their birth chart. Definitely. Virgo is the most Aries out of the earth sign. We agree again, Miss Cherie. We 2 for 2. Libras won't back down to Aries. We love the debates and challenge. They won't, but when we talking about love, so like my thing is like, I love when Libra get in Mars. So we talking about Mars. I love Libra and Mars. for some reason, when they get in Mars, they show more appreciation toward my Aries Venus. When they in Venus, man, they be set tripping. Y'all Libra Venuses be set tripping on my ish. Y'all try to balance me out. Y'all don't respect the bad boyness of me. Y'all can say I'm arrogant, cocky, loud, talkative. But for some reason, when Libra get in Mars, they kind of like just accept the bad boyness and challenge it. I don't know. I mean, I do know why. When Libra sees the corrupted of Mars, they kind of appreciate Aries struggling in Venus. Because I struggle in Venus. I struggle in love. I ain't gonna lie, don't get it twisted. In a relationship, I'm more other sex. I'm just saying, I like that raunchy, wild shit. I like to cuss her out. I like her to cuss me out. That's love. I'm an Aries Venus. I like the little arguments to turn into sex. I'm about to. My Gemini Mars don't put off that though. My Gemini Mars is a totally different element. I don't think they'll kill you by accident. I think they'll kill you on purpose. Libras is the most earth of the air signs. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Now, I agree, Cherie, but a lot of people say Aquarius is the most earthiest. I agree with you, Cherie. I'm not disagreeing with you. But a lot of people say it's Aquarius. What do y'all, let's take an opinion. Do y'all believe Libra is the most earthiest or Aquarius? I've heard both. I'm siding for Libra just a little bit. But I can see why Aquarius would be, because it's a humanitarian. So that's a toss-up for me. I changed my mind. It's a toss-up. But I'm not saying you're wrong. I think Aquarius or Libra. Definitely not Gemini. Let me be quiet. Capricorns are the best with fire signs. I disagree. That's true about Capricorn. That's what I do. That's what I like about Capricorn men. I'm a Capricorn moon. I would let them think they're in charge. I know who's control. See, listen to what Seven said. She's telling you straight. Okay, look. And this is my staple, y'all. She has a Capricorn moon, and she said that she makes them think something, but she knows who's in charge. I'm going to be honest with you, Miss Seven. This is why the moon is not the most important in relationships. Your moon will allow things to happen in the dark. Because moon can be covered up. But I guarantee you, if it was your Mars or Venus, Cappy, ain't no way you're going to be able to think or do anything. They're going to see it outright. And to me, most men are going to see by your action, not by your emotions. Emotions over time will weigh on men, but it won't be initially. Now, I'm not knocking astrologers and mystics for how they feel, especially women. The moon is in y'all soul, in y'all wombs. Every woman is affected by the moon more than anything else. I'm going against astrology. More than your rising. A woman's moon is like her womb. That's what they don't tell you. Your womb. They don't call Cancer Mother Earth for a reason. The mother of all. So any woman, their moon sign is going to be the most essential part of them. They can't escape it. But not for men, though. We got a moon sign. It is going to dictate some things. But we think with our actions. So that's going to be our Mars. That's going to be our Mars. But a woman's moon is in her womb. The heart of her producing, and not just producing from a physical, from a spiritual. What you produce, what you create, comes from your moon. Now, it's projected to your Venus at first, and then your Mars, but your moon is so essential and important to the woman more than man. So when y'all say it's the most important, like, I'm not knocking the moon. The moon is a woman's, y'all birth people. Y'all can, what the word is, have an abortion with y'all moons. Y'all emotions dictate a lot with y'all. It's not just some Camel Salmon story to say women act with their emotion. It's deeper than that. They supposed to, because it's in their womb. It's in their soul to work with their moon. So their moons is very important with the women. But men, it's our Mars. I mean, just saying. Cancer most fires out the air. Out the earth signs. I agree with that one. So we pretty deep on that. True, my sister has an Aries moon that's way more sensitive than me, a Capricorn. You can definitely see that. My sister is an Aries. I always wanted to meet your sister, Sheree. Cool, that's funny. We will fight right beside you, and for you too, definitely. Gemini is the most fiery out of the air signs. I agree with that. Sag is the most air out of the fire signs. I agree with that one too. Damn, that's a good reason to like Cap women. Feel bad for us women out here. We just not have to. We just want to not have to work so hard. I mean, a Cappy gonna work hard. Period. I hate to say that. A Cappy gonna work hard. Period. I think a Virgo gonna work hard. Period. Up here. Their mind and their conscience going to work overtime, always trying to improve things in life. But the Capricorn is physically going to work hard, period. And sometimes they do look, I know y'all going to hate this. Y'all going to hate me for this. I'm going to run off on y'all on this one. Sometimes Capricorn women look at Cancer and be jealous. Spiritually jealous, not physically jealous. I ran off on that on y'all. Sometimes Capricorn women look at Cancer placements and be jealous because Cancer fits that profile better than Cappy do in the woman's. And it's the opposite for men. Sometimes Cancer want to be like Cap man, spiritually. Because Cancer get it done and they're not working hard as Cappy. They're not. It's natural. And that's what Capricorn, and the reason I say it because I've dated Capricorn women. And they have done Cancer-like things. But let me tell you something. No offense to Cappy. I love y'all Cappies. It's not as good as Cancer. And it will never be. We getting biased here now. I'm speaking on Taurus, though. You're a baby in love. You're a baby in love. Aries, Venus. Definitely. 100%. I am such a baby in relationships. I whine. I start little arguments. I don't want to be that way. I could be a little jealous. I want to party. I want to get drunk and go to the movies. I'm always talking ish. I want to have crazy, spontaneous sex. It's nothing planned out about my Venus. And if he's not pleased in a relationship, you can forget about my Virgo moon. He has no say-so in nothing. If my Aries Venus is not pleased in a relationship, he don't stay put, because like I said, two signs don't stay put, he will raise hell. I have dated women who are not compatible in the moon sign, Leo moon. And if my Venus is like that woman, he don't care if she's bad girl, bad woman, bad credit, whatever. If he wants that woman, ain't nothing my Virgo moon gonna do about it right then. Now later on, he'll come back and have some stuff, but he's not gonna make no initial. My Virgo moon not running nothing in relationships. If I meet a girl and her placements unite my Aries Venus, we can have sex that night, be in a relationship, and we start working things out. Before my Virgo moon say anything about it, we already together. Now my Virgo moon like you and my Aries Venus don't like you, I will friend zone you. If my Virgo moon likes you and my Venus doesn't, I will friend zone. Even my Mars like you. Mars and moon work together. If they like you, you'll be friend zoned. The only thing to stop me from friend zoning you is that Venus. So while y'all looking at risings and suns so important, if my Venus do not like that woman, if we're not compatible in the Venus, I will not get in a relationship with you. If my Mars get in a relationship with you, it's sex and friendship and a lust and a desire. But if my Venus don't get involved, it will never be a deep romantic relationship. So let's go ahead and crown moon for number one. Just saying. I be about that life seriously. Embrace that itch. Yeah. Yeah. Aries is love is wild, in and out, up and down, lots of sex. Mm. Speak it, Liz. Damn it, speak it. Speak that shit. Speak it. With fire in my soul. Is most air or the air signs? I can't disagree with that. I didn't want to say it. If they do kill you on purpose, I didn't want to say it. They do kill you from an accident. If a Virgo kill you, they kill you on purpose. They go bad about it later. They gonna drive them crazy later what they done. But it's over with. They ain't doing nothing by accident. Not nothing like that. My Virgo moon stopped me from killing people. I was at the laundromat today, and this guy had cause we had the pilot, right? So we got 2 washers for all these truck drivers. The guy clothes were done for 45 minutes. I walked around, did my 5-mile walk, right? Came back, his stuff still was in there. I didn't want to touch it, so I went to the supervisor. Supervisor said, we don't want you waiting and stuff. So he took his stuff out, put it in the dryer, and started it up with their own app. So he didn't even have to pay to dry their clothes out, right? So he come back, once my clothes in there, and I'm checking on my clothes because I don't want nobody waiting on my stuff. There's only 2 dryers and everybody waiting. And say, somebody touched my clothes. Blah, blah, blah. So one dude whispered, it was the guy at the counter, right? And this, keep in mind, it's elderly man. So he went to the counter and said, did you touch my clothes? He was like, yeah, I put them in the dryer for you because somebody was waiting on you. He did him a favor. He drying your clothes for you for free. So dude stepped up in his face and was like, don't you touch my clothes, blah, 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 blah. That's how people get cut around here. That's how people get shot. So I got mad and I was like, he didn't touch your clothes. I moved them. Because I complained about it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't move them. Get mad at me. Get mad at me. Because I ain't going to have you bullying somebody who tried to help you. Especially somebody old enough to be your granddad. I did it. Aries. I did it. God of War. Let's do it. I will knock you out right now. Let's do it. And he was like, man, I ain't even tripping about it. Later on, we talked, Virgo moon. I said, man, bro, what you upset about? He gave you a free drive. And he was like, yeah, man, just where I'm from, people be stealing people. I said, man, they do work here, bro. He just trying to have an easy day. That came after my Aries side. Fight happened. I beat his ass. Then my Virgo will come back and apologize. It's too late then. That's how more or less our Venuses work. And moon work. It come later on. So I just think the initial is always the most important. But let me read these. What you disagree about, Tasha B? Tisha B. I do agree Pisces is the most water out of the water signs. Aries is definitely the most fiery. Like I say, Aquarius is flip of the coin. I'm always learning here. I'm listening to Ace and my Cherie. I am no 7 you an OG, man. I don't want to hear that. You alright? I tell you, we got 1 more hour, yo. That makes sense. Don't act like a novice girl. You alright? We got 1 more hour. I'm gonna have to catch you next time. Okay. Welcome. Just catch the replay. My Aries sister is married to a Scorpio. I can see that. Miss Phillips, yes. Interesting, Ace. I honestly 100% have never jealous of a Cancer woman. I hear you. I'm gonna say this right here. With your Virgo placement, 7, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. What are some things that, because it's not, okay, when I say spiritual, and not physical. It's not the sign you're jealous of. You're not gonna say, "Oh, Cancer, I'm jealous of you." It's the way they do things. So it could change by who you dating, or it could change by just the way your life path has been. So me, a Gemini Mars, I'm not jealous of people who have kids. Not jealous at all. Don't care. I'm not jealous of people who got relationships going on right now. I'm not jealous at all. My Gemini Mars won't allow me to be jealous because I'm cool. I got the twins. You know what I'm saying? I talk to myself when I walk in the mall. I talk to myself when I get groceries. So I'm never like jealous. Aries think he's a big baby, so I'm a kid myself still. I enjoy my freedom in life. I would like an intense relationship, but if I don't get one, it's fine. So I'm not jealous of that and that notion, but my spirit can be jealous when things get hectic of how Libra can balance things out, because it's my opposite. My spirit can be jealous of a Sagittarius energy, which is the opposite of my Gemini, because Sagittarius can find the smallest thing in the world and make it amazing. It's not a jealousy of action, it's a spiritual one. So if there's anything about feminization, a feminine type of role that you may look at like, I wish I kind of could be a little bit on the girly side on that. Maybe not. But that's why we put math together. You're not going to see things exactly how I see it. That's how I feel. It's an ace band tell on us Aries Venus. Yep, definitely telling on that. Yep. Why do you think? Why do y'all always talk crazy, Ace? Taurus men. I had to know their placements. All Taurus men don't. I tell you honestly, I have an Aries Mercury. That's different than Taurus Mercury. I guarantee most of them guys you look up, they ain't got no Taurus Mercury if they're talking crazy. Taurus Mercury is one of the most calmest talking people ever. I'm not trying to say they don't say crazy stuff, but it's not going to really sound crazy. So I'm going to use Cherie for example. So she said Taurus planet is Venus, right? This came out her mouth herself. I don't know if you remember or not. She was joking around with me and she said, that's Libra planet. Taurus just stay there. Libra run that planet. Taurus just stays there. And to be honest, I agree with her. I think it's one sign that's more dominant over that planet. And it's not going to be within what planets are under there, but if you look at the essence of that planet, everything that's going on in that planet, how they say Cancers are so emotional, Cancers are ruled by the moon, right? So I think it's the only person on the moon. Let me do a two-planet thing. But everything with Mars describes Aries, not Scorpio. Everything with Venus describes Libra more than Taurus. Taurus got characteristics. So that makes me believe everything in Mercury describes Gemini. They said Lilith's greatest strength was Gemini, not Virgo. And it said because it's the Mercury. The Mercury is what allowed Lilith to get her strengths and her powers and stuff. And the Mercury was, she spoke sacrifices. She spoke blood treaties. She got the love in Gemini, I tell you. So Gemini has more power on that planet than Virgo does. Virgo's still under the planet, I got you. But ain't enough research I've done to say Virgo is right there with Gemini and Mercury. And this is speaking from just my research. So you can have two people on that planet, but Aries come up. Mars, Roman god of war, red planet. God of war is Aries. Like it always comes up, or one sign is more than the other in that planet. That's just my opinion. I mean, mystics can go after me all they want, but it's always one person, if they share a planet, that's more dominant in there. Just saying. Ace been spitting Mars and knowledge on Mars and Venus. Thank you. That's all. Like, I'm not great at a lot of things. I'm not great at numerology. I'm not great at degrees. But Mars and Venus is my bread and butter. Like, I'll go up against anybody in the faction because that's where I study the most. I've done the most experiments with people. Like, I made a joke about it, but I was honest. If I know your Mars and I have sex with you, I know how to make you, I know I got the two, because it's deeper than the physical. I'm not having sex through my sun placements or my Venus. My Venus is a roll of the dice where I'm not in control. But my Mars on your Mars, I am totally in control of how I'm manipulating or orchestrating that placement, that planet. And I've had people who say they haven't had orgasm for a while, women. Like, I got people in my inbox. I'm not a player. Like I said, I'm a psychiatrist in astrology, and I'm pretty good at it, I feel like. But those difficult placements like Gemini, Mars, or those placements are satisfied in the bedroom. Air placements are hard to satisfy in the bedroom versus water and fire. Just hands down. Air are hard to satisfy in the bedroom. So if I know the Rubik's Cube of how to solve this problem with the most difficultness of it, and I can be honest, some Mars I can't sexually satisfy. So it had to be something else. It had to be love, emotions, Mercury, something else added on to it. If I don't have the combination, then I ain't gonna act like I do. So when I look at the girl I'm attracted to and I know their placement don't align with me, I try to date them. I try to learn from them, but it always feel empty. I feel a little empty. Just saying. You almost there. Girl be having me checking myself like, dang. Girl, man, Venus is impactful punch though. Yep. I'm seeing your comment about no advice, tales from the laundromat. Yeah, I got into it. Ace ain't told no tales on the Aries Venus. I'm currently dating a guy with a Gemini Venus. Wow. Be careful. I know your placements, Miss Phillips. Be very careful with that Gemini Venus. You may need to inbox me. I'm being honest. This channel is lovely. Y'all should always come in, because stuff like this. Be careful with that Gemini Venus with your placements. Be careful. Miss Leo Mars. Pisces Moon, I think. But I know you Pisces Lilith. Aries Venus. Be careful with that Gemini Venus. We ain't even in Venus. But I can tell you, be careful with that Gemini Venus, because you don't have the air support what he's bringing to the table in that love factor. Now, I don't know what his Mars is. It's probably fiery, got you attracted to him in some type of way. But being honest, Miss Phillips, be careful with that Gemini Venus. I know for a fact. I got Gemini Mars. I researched Gemini Venus. I know Gemini Venus very well. They're similar to me, but slightly different. See, in love, I switch on the fire. Different. But to be in air in the Venus, as a man, with your placements, be careful. Nah, but Aries, Taurus like to fight, Ace. Look at Chris Brown. I guarantee you Chris Brown got Aries placements. So let me tell you something right quick. And we keep going back to the sun sign. And this is why like I'm relegating against it. Because Taurus don't like to fight. Taurus is the symbolization of the five senses. Biblically, they're the apple that everybody ate. Biblically, I believe that was Lilith, first element. But what Taurus stands for is comfort, relaxation, normalization. It's not fighting. The bull fights after build-up. It's a build-up. Irritation or to get to a comfort. So most Taurus are going to fight for a comfort. That means like you go to their place and they got their place set up and you move their microwave out, their mama bought them that microwave. Whatever sentimental value they have with their relaxation. Cancer, sentimental, all that stuff go together because they exalted in the moon. That's causes the fight. And a lot of times when you get in an argument with a Taurus, unless they got Aries placements or maybe Gemini, it speeds it up. You already got on their nerves. You just don't know it yet. they're a lot more patient than what people think. Now, if you were to get a Taurus in a bad area where he's shooken up, yeah, that's like showing red to a bull. But the naturalization of a Taurus is not really that. It's just the atmosphere and the stuff y'all put them through. Like, they don't like to be fuck with. Like, you date a Taurus, start to realize his relationship with his materialistic things, his life. So if he go home and sleep at this time, if he football season, he like to drink a big old keg of beer and get a big whatever. Don't go trying to change stuff. Only elevate and soothe things. Great at this. That's why they love Cap. Not plot, but they good at it. So Libras are amazing at it. That's why he sees all the compatibilities of Leo. And Leo ain't excited about that game. She might tell you, hey, let's go up and walk. Hey, you been watching games all along. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. And that's what we call the Furies of the Bull. But the Bull is not a fighting placement so much as you picking with them or you taking them out of the element. That's why they do good with water and ground placement. Subtle changes. Subtle changes don't bother the Bull. But if somebody will wake me up in the middle of my sleep and say, let's go jog, I like to work out in my Aries side. But Taurus Bull gonna be like, what the hell? I'm not comfortable. Plus I'm being my moon. It was something about Capricorns. Can't remember what was said. Okay. That's so true. Virgo Mars. I will get with you late after I get with you and hurt you. I feel remorse after I calm down. Yeah, and them Libra placements are the same way too. Libra loves Virgo, man. Oh my goodness. Libra loves Virgo more than Aries. I mean, more than Gemini do, to be honest. Like Virgo be the enforcer for Libra. Because Virgo is about the purity. And Libra's so beautiful and balanced. Man, when they get together, they have a little cocktail and have a good time. So you got Virgo and Libra placement. Oh my goodness. It's like having one placement. You might as well be a cusp almost, depending on the placement. Virgo and Libra really, really get together and like each other. Just like Gemini and Aries get together, the opposite not the opposite, total opposite. But Aries and Gemini get together and call mischief. When Libra get with Virgo, it's a real subtle balance and structure perfection. Damn, I need to write it down. That's dope. We almost there, y'all. Let me catch up. Gate word. October Libra, July Cancer friendship. Okay. Like admire someone, want their characteristics. I get that. I mean, it's just everybody think jealousy comes in stupidity, and it's not. I back up my trucks. When I back up a truck, I'm not perfect at backing up. Somebody can go in there and make it easier than me. I could be slightly jealous of how he got in there, but I'm not like jealous like I'm mad or something. It's just that I want to get on that level. It's my competitiveness in my Aries side. Not so much in Libra. Libra's not too competitive. But jealousy can be something that's very subtle to the point that it's not something that it drives you crazy. But within Virgo placement, I'm guaranteed if you ever see somebody, I'm just being honest, Seven. If you ever see somebody who got Cancer placement, you really recognize it, and you see how they can handle something a little bit more feminine than you can, a little bit more subtle and a little bit more sensitive and a little bit elegant. It's not going to make you want to be that person, but it's going to make you admire that a little bit. I don't want you jealous, but it's going to make you admire it just slightly. All Capricorn women placements admire how Cancer deal with, because it's how it's supposed to be in society. Just like the men admire the structure of ground placements. It's just one of them things, if you really pay attention to, you will see some things that you be like, damn, I didn't even know. I didn't even know it. Yeah, Ace, you're right. I'm not the girly. Wish I was more, but the way I grew up, many guys, cousins, friends, and mothers were very masculine too. See, Seven, see what I'm saying? You see? That's what I'm saying. Like, we can be open. Jealousy is not bad. You're not going to act stupid off of it. But like I say, it's just, Capricorn women, they just want what Cancer has. That woman, that mama, that they're not that. If they do things the right way, they can make up for it. Fathers can go to do tea parties with their daughter. They can play Barbie doll with their daughter. Father can do everything mamas can do to a certain extent, but it's not their natural narrative. So for me, if I had a little girl and I don't have Capricorn placements, this is to show you how sideways it is. I still would try to learn the karate. I try to play sport with her, but I'm not going to be able to navigate better than a woman would with a, especially a character. So I would be jealous if I was a single parent with a daughter that I could not be able to do what a mama could do, but I'm not made to do that. So that's where astrology comes important, to know what your placements are and what's the best you can provide for them. Just saying, it's all right to understand this. You two are toddler, Taurus, bull rider. You ain't ever going to be feminine side except to be great friends with women more than most signs. But Cherie, they say Taurus is a feminine sign though. What you think about that? What about your zodiac age makes you so passionate about astrology? Manipulation. That's my Gemini Mars side coming out. So we talking about Mars. My total defense of how I defend myself is manipulation. Now, I'm gonna break this down because I don't want it to be taken sideways. I'm not a ruthless or evil person, but when I was a kid, I used to get bullied a lot. I used to get in a lot of fights, and I needed to learn how to diffuse the situation without becoming physical. Like the situation that I knew old buddy didn't want to smoke. Many people don't. I'm 6'5", 200 something pounds. Most people want that smoke. I'm willing to die for what I believe in, Aries, Venus. I can't take it there every time. So I had to find a way to manipulate myself and others not to harm me or me harm them. So it's not a bad manipulation. It's more of an understanding of I cannot get mad. Aries, Lilith. I cannot afford to let my Aries decide the fate of anybody. Sharia tell you, I cannot get mad. The good thing about it, I get mad like a Gemini do, so I'm often methodically thinking in my head a way of curing it. I have a Virgo moon, so if I walk away for a while, then I'll cure myself. I'll be more reasonable, understandable, like me and Seven talked about. But if I were to snap right then, I'm passionate about what I believe in. Like, you're not going to bully an elderly man and a pilot. I will fight. I will seek war. I don't care about casualties. I'm a professional fighter. I couldn't learn how to dictate my Mars and my Venus. But when I meet a woman, I want to know if she's a good girl. Because I like bad girls, but their heart and their spirit, their inside, their moon has to be pure. I have a Virgo moon. So I like purity in the spirit. I like raunchiness. I like sexualness. I like a blunt woman. That's all in your action, but your spirit got to be pure because I got a Virgo moon. We'll talk about moons later. So I need to know this, but because I like bad girls, good women, but bad girls, I don't want nobody lying to me. So I have to figure a way to get all the truths out of her to see if she's my type without her noticing it. If she's the one for me, boom, she's allowed to get to my Venus. I'll let my Aries just have fun and we'll get together. If she's not, I need to be able to pull out. Now, why the manipulation? Because if I go around just throwing my Aries Venus, what I used to do when I was younger, out there, like, here's my Aries Venus, everybody. Here it is. I'll probably get a girl pregnant. I'll probably fall in love with the wrong person. All these things happen because my Venus is like a baby. Like Cherie says, it's a baby, so it's like somebody's attracted to him. Like the energy is just grabbing at people. Once he gets his mind set on something, it's no turning back. I feel sorry for Aries Mars. Anyway, so I have to protect my essence. So it's not that I'm lying toward people, but I'm trying to get the truth out of people without asking them. Mercury, I'm ruled by Mercury. So that's communication and understanding. So in astrology, when I look at the girl's chart, I know what I'm dealing with. I just throw something out. Scorpio moon, I know they're dark. I know in their emotions, it's places I can't even go. I don't want to hear that Virgo and Scorpio is compatible bullish. Virgo would run to Libra fast as hell before they go to Scorpio. Trust me. A Virgo will run like, thank you, Libra, for saving me, over going to Scorpio. Scorpio is some deeper stuff. Virgos don't often like to go into the spiritual world, no offense, as into things they can't see. Because they're ground signs. Ground signs don't like. Only one to get you there is Taurus. Taurus, because it's the opposite of Scorpio. But majority of ground signs don't like this cloud that don't exist to the world, but exists in your spirit. And they you there. If you're not prepared to go on the moon or Mars with Scorpio, there's gonna be problems. So when I dated a girl with Scorpio moon, my Gemini Mars is constantly working to protect myself. I can't tell you everything, but I got in a crazy situation with one Scorpio moon. And this is not me making up shit. This is stuff I've been through. And I don't want to stumble over the same rock a million times, but anytime I date a Scorpio moon, I like them, but there's not a stop sign, but a red flag. And if you ever date a Scorpio moon, you know what I'm talking about. Mars, you know what I'm talking about. They're comfortable there. When Scorpio is comfortable, be careful. Not worried about Scorpio Sun, Venus. But anyway, so to know people placements, I do be judgmental slightly, but it's to protect me. It's to protect y'all. Just like I said, Gemini Venus, Miss Phillips need to get back at me. It could be the perfect relationship. Y'all can get married. But I'm just telling, I got to tell her what to expect in certain aspects I know about. And I've dated a lot of women. I get hit on by a lot of women. It's the same currency of type of women, though. It's nothing different. Air signs are going to like me for how I act with no love involved, 9 times out of 10. The fire signs are going to act me when I'm engaged in them, because I activate my Venus. And if you ever get to my moon, which is going to be hard to get to, that's going to be more grounded and watery. But I get hit on by a lot of signs that are not compatible with me, because I'm a Taurus with an Aries and air placement. I have no ground beside my moon. So a lot of Cancers, Pisces maybe, because Pisces choose whatever. Y'all know they choose whatever they want. Are going to like me initially by how I look, but they don't often agree with my Gemini placements and my Aries placements. So astrology is about, for me, not finding out if I'm making $1 million next week, not trying to find out what season is going to be hard on me. Even though I do listen to mystics, it's deep, it's real. I'm a biblical person, so I look at the Bible. Moses was an Aries. I patted my mistakes off of Moses and Lucifer. But Moses is the best guideline. And the mistakes he made, because astrology is about our past ancestors, stars, the mistakes they made. The thing, Michael was a Libra. He made mistakes. Almost perfect though. A lot of placements. Mary was a Virgo. Like, it's a lot of placements that give you the blueprint for your astrology sign. I am a biblical person. I wouldn't say Christian, but I'm biblical. And it puts the format for me to be able to make decisions in life. I'm very deeply spiritual. But I got my own corner. I don't go into other people's stuff. I'll peek at it, but if it don't relate to me, I won't dwell in there. We almost done. We got 16 more minutes and that's it. Let's see what it is. Spirit is important, definitely. I was wondering if you can get past someone's placements and feel the spiritual connection even though your placement don't align. It's impossible. You can't do it. There's no way you can do it, 7. You can't get past it. The spiritual connections is based on your natal chart and your placement. You can't get past it. You can front if you got the right placement to front. I have a Gemini Mars. I can pretty much mold to whatever anybody want me to be. I can be quiet, loud, aggressive, uh, submissive. But at the end of the day, your natural concurrency is going to happen. It's impossible for you to neglect what you are. It's better for you to evolve around what you are and better control and understand what you are, because you can't. There's no way around it. Now, I'm not trying to say everybody you date and talk to gotta be 100% compatible with you. Friends ain't gotta be compatible like that. But if you close your eyes and look at your relationships, you're gonna find a concurrency in your life. You can't shake that. Spirit in your natal chart is the same thing. It's nothing out of your natal chart. This is what we are. You know what I'm saying? God say follow the stars so you will see me again. You can't not follow the star. Like, you just, there's no way. I wish it was a way. Anything outside the spiritual realm is your physical or mental consciousness leading you. But you can't do that. You can't cut it on and cut it off. It don't work that way. Ashley said my Aries mom and father took the saint. Father took the saint and my mom and stuck it through and through with my father, because the intent of a Taurus is truly pure. They just can't articulate it well. Libras are cute. That's why we can't lead. That's why Will can't lead Jada. Wow. We don't have the control like we think we do. We can evolve. We can better understand our placements. But Cherie's going to be Libra-like. She can't help it. When I be Aryan-like, it's going to get on her nerves sometimes. Sometimes she's going to try to balance me out. Sometimes she's going to be argumentative. And sometimes she's going to be on my side. If I do too much of one thing, it's going to irritate her. I already know. If I do too much of one thing, it's going to irritate her. So whenever I used to talk to Cherie, I had to keep it cool. I won't even say nice. I think her having an Aries sister helps her deal with me. But I can't just go full out Aryan energy with her. We're going to argue. I love her. That's the thing between Aries and Libra. We love each other. But too much of anything going to be too much. So just knowing that helps you deal with people and help you understand people. Plus, I'm very forgiving. She understands my Aryan energy. I'll snap and then I'll forgive you. After I get it out and say ugly things, I'll forgive you. It's gone. But yeah. So I can never be patient with Taurus. My rising is Cancer. What's your moon sign, Cherie? I forgot. I have experience with Virgo male friends since elementary school, but Gemini men can get me in trouble. We get into shit together, and it's always a good time. Oh, that's why you seem so feminine. My Cherie A's needs to do a series about the clashes between Taurus males and the Libra women. I don't know if that could be a series. I think I can do it in one video, but I'll keep that in mind. I've been getting a lot of things about Taurus and Libra women, and it's really I can explain my trouble with Libra women, but like I said, I got Aries placement. It's not fair. I think the best fair is if I would have Taurus Venus, but I can go there. I'm a Gemini Mars. I can chameleon to there. Taurus is the bull. Sorry, my ADD. Trying to keep up. I love Gemini men. I'm a Scorpio. I love to see them so passionate about what they want, not even knowing if it's truly right for them. Bullied in grade school can morph a person. It sucks severely. As you say, you can be jealous and not a hater. I admire others, but I'm not a hater. Now I have before, but as an adult, I haven't been a hater, and I compliment people when I see great traits. That's the greatest way to deal with it. And like I say, all jealousy ain't bad, man. Like, It's how you deal with it. You know what I'm saying? And jealousy help you know where you at in life, or where you want to be at, and what you need and what you want. The desires. Desire come from the planet Mars. So can't I love them too. I can't help it. Get all the truth out of here. Yes, 7. Right. I called it that right. That's my Huggies word for ace, wrong, future ex-wife. Well, I appreciate that, man. Virgos don't go with Scorpio when they need. Really? Virgos won't go with Scorpio when they. Okay. So, and I ain't got long. 10 minutes. So this thing, well, Virgos and Scorpio clash. Being honest, Virgos cannot go where Scorpios can go. And it's weird, and it's a methodical book I read about it, and the biblicalness of it. So only Libra can go where Scorpio go. I mean, Taurus can too, but only Libra can help Scorpio. Like truly from the soul help Scorpio. Virgos think they can, but they can't. I'm being honest, they can't. I don't know any placement can, maybe Pisces, who can help Scorpio out. And that in the darkness of it. I'm telling you, I have a Virgo moon. We're talking about Scorpio moon, so it's not like oranges and apples. It's apples and apples. My Virgo moon cannot, I've tried, my heart just pours out. Let me help the Scorpio out. I cannot help Scorpio out in the moon. Sun, fine. Venus, Mars, pray. But the moon, I can't. I want to. I really want to help her out. I cannot. Scorpio is a cursed sign. Y'all know that. The Phoenix represents her allowing the Libra to help her out. The wings from the Phoenix come from the wings from the angel. Angel is 777, which is Libra. 7 angels came to help Lilith out in Scorpio mode, bring her back as Phoenix. So ain't no placement can dive into a Scorpio moon outside of Libra like that. The problem with Taurus moon helping Scorpio moon out, which I say is an iffy, flip of the coin, is Taurus has an issue of not judging Scorpio or allowing her to be who she want, or he to be who he want to be, and that's not helping her out. She has so much power in the moon, which I did a video about. Why come out? Why negotiate? Why listen? Why? The only placement that can dive deep and help a Scorpio out of the darkness is Libra. And Cherie actually taught me that long time ago. Don't know if you remember or not, Cherie. But Libra's the only one who can really rescue Scorpio out of that placement. And what happens in relationships is Virgo wants to help everybody out. They're so critical about the physical that if they don't understand the spiritual world and understand that Scorpio moon is like, it's just different, man. It's different. It's different. You date a Scorpio moon, inbox me first. Tell me your placements, because it's not an easy spot. Pisces, yes. Libra, definitely. Libra's a great thing for Scorpio moon. Taurus, I don't think it'll help it. I don't think it'll make it worse. Taurus can be in the dark and the shits with Scorpio, but just because you in her moon with her don't mean that you helping her out or him out. So it's just like a mutual hey. But Libra in Pisces, definitely not Leo moon. Not Aquarius. Gemini, no. So yeah, it's just a difficult place. I know Virgo want to help everybody out, but that criticalness is not behind those closed walls. And I get more into Scorpio moon down the line when I get into moon signs. It's a certain moon sign that like is very essential. You won't even see it coming. I've dated Scorpio moons. It's not me just talking from the ass. I've dated Scorpio moons, and I tried to help them out. I tried to force them to see the way, see the light, and I got burnt really bad. I can't tell you about the stories right now. I ain't got enough time. But some crazy shit happened to me in the past. Y'all know I be on some real story shit. So, like, I'm just telling you right now, Scorpio moon women, I would date them. I would love them. Not saying I won't get in a relationship with them. But I know it's some obstacles. I just know what it is. Beyonce Scorpio moon, I don't trust her for none. She also a Virgo sun, yeah? I didn't know that about Saint Michael, yeah? Ace, would you flourish more gracefully with a woman that was more gentle and loving, not boring, but a woman that loves a man to be a man and take care of him? Yes and no. It gets tricky. Like, I love Cancer Mars. I don't like Cancer Venus. Any placement in the Venus for me is gonna have to be with the shits. I'm sorry. The Mars can be a Libra. The Mars can be more Cancer-like, but in the Venus gonna have to be with the shits. Sagittarius, Leo. Gemini Venus is cool. Gemini Venus, Aquarius Venus is really amazing. But yeah, it's complicated. It's hard to hook me up because I'm like all over the place. I need a woman that's mentally, spiritually on that level. My Gemini Mars requires it. Then I need a baddie, man. I like baddie women, man. My Venus is about the body, man. I like a baddie, fat butt, thick thighs, take care of herself, hungry, adventurous, feel like they're young. Even if they're 80 years old, they feel young. Passion, aggressive. Then my moon wants you to be pure, grounded, and a little emotional, a little soft. A lot of softness in the Virgo moon. So all those placements are asking for different things. And then if my Mercury don't click, definitely no. You gotta be able to talk to me. If you talk to me and you can't make me want to masturbate, we can't be together. If you can't make me want to masturbate by talking to you, gonna be problems. You can't make me happy. If you can't make me bring up my energy, if you can't calm me down, it's gonna be problems. And I'm not really picky, it's just I'm ruled by Mercury. If any woman can satisfy my Mercury sexually, they never had to worry about another woman sexually. Period. That's why placements matter. Mercury. If you can satisfy my Mercury, I would dream about having sex with you. Every time. I can watch a porn, but your face and your mentality is what's on my conscience. Now imagine a woman that has that kind of power, and I date a woman who doesn't have that. This is what we go with Miss Seven talking about. I mean, Miss Seven in the most polite way. About no spiritual natal chart. When you run up on that girl, that man who got their placement that match yours, and you settle, you're going to be tripping. I've done it before. Settle for the nice girl who treat me right, and that girl come along, and that's her. That's her. My Aries don't want to be a player, but he's like, that's her. So I got to constantly get the best option out there until my Virgo moon can get involved. My Virgo moon will keep me loyal and connected where I won't cheat or try to look outside. But he's not coming for a while. He's not coming for a minute. So let me read these and I'm done. Well, just be clear, Ace. I have always just been the best of friend. No good vibes. Anything about Libra moon? I just talked about Libra moons, Miss B. Can't get over my Aries, Libra love, hate relationship. My friend of me was mad with me, and when today he's okay. We are on. He's on his April 23rd charge with several Aries placement. You gon' with Virgo and Aries, Virgo and Libra forever gonna be battling Aries. It's a love thing. It's a love hate. It's always gonna be there. 7 seems like you have Sag or Leo. That the way you unite the room. She's Virgo and Libra up. We go at it. He cools down and comes back around. Seven, you're a Libra, and yes, friends, you know. I have a Sagittarius stellium and 5th house stellium. I need to do more studies on stelliums. But to be honest, Keem, and this is not to knock you, because like I say, astrology is not wrong. It's just how you perceive things with your natal chart. I see Libra with 7 and it bleeds out them. When they say stuff, they can be argumentative, but it's a subtle touch. Like, I'm not trying to throw Cherie under the bus or 7. They can sarcastically pick on you, but it's so subtle you won't take offense to it. You may have to think about what they said down the line and say, oh, she was coming for me a little bit. But you won't get it initially. If I say something to pick on somebody from my Aries Mercury, it comes off hard and fast. I get a lot of Libra essence from 7. When I see her name pop up, I see Libra. When Cherie pop up, I see Libra. Like the essence of Libra. Now, every blue moon, Cherie will throw a little Leo-ness in there. Her Mars, she'll say something very fiery or seductive like, or something raunchy. But she always go back to form of Libra. 7 can be real critical, but then she'll balance it out with another statement. It's like the Libra placement some way, somehow always hit the forefront. Which I say, like, that's what I get. I mean, I can't, everybody gonna get something different. It may be a Sag stellium, but that's how I get from them. Comforting from them. Damn, why we curse? Never heard that, even though I think that every now and then. Oh, watch the Lilith in Scorpio. Watch some of the Scorpio videos. I'm gonna try to like put everything into content where all my Scorpio videos together, all my Virgos. I put all my moon videos together. Yeah, definitely. It's not easy, Ace. I share with you about that. Scorpio moon hurt my feelings. I took him years to open up to me, and it's been 17 years. Yeah. Scorpio moon is not easy to date. And like, if you ever were paying attention to a man's moon over everything else, Scorpio moon, Leo moon. Never again I would date a Leo moon. I love y'all, but no. I don't match. We're gonna argue. It's gonna be ugly. And Aquarius moon too. I don't trust you with my Aries Venus. You hurt him too much. Sorry, Dreamo, I thought I sent it to you. What up, Blueberry in the building? I was talking about with friendship, I can't be be a yes friend. As far as feeling safe, that's a given in a relationship, though. Sagittarius in the building. What's up? What's up? We almost done, but check the replay and come in. We're talking about Mars. We're gonna be on this subject for a couple times because it's gonna be the same one for a while. I'm gonna stick to the same subject for like a month or so to get it resonating. I'm gonna do videos on Mars and stuff. Wow, that's lit. Instant making choice or make you choke the chicken. I mean, I'm being honest. Like, women got me messed up. when they think that I physically need to have sex. I'm ruled by Mercury. I like to masturbate in my head about a woman. Not every woman can do that. I'm honest and open. I don't care what nobody say. I don't need a physical body. But I tell you what, if I had a physical body and your Mercury's off, I'm not going to be sexually attracted to you. I'm ruled by Mercury. It means something. How many of y'all got Gemini rising? It means, a Virgo rising. It means something. Yes, the body will unite the Venus, but my Mars is my initial. What you going to get first? So if I'm not in love with you initially, or love at first sight, or passionate about you, you're going to get Gemini. Gemini only wants what's Mercury accessible and pleasurable. So yeah, I can say that. So I'm perfect for you, except for driving trucks. I need a man around. Yeah, we get that a lot. I like my space though, man. I like to blow up the spot when I come home. Out here on the road, outside of a cheat day, which I'm cheating right now, I'm really dedicated to my body and keep myself up. I'm really focused on the things and tasks. So when I come home, I got a lot of money because I'm saving up money, and I like that. I like my space. But video chat all day long, I freaking do some freaky ish on the FaceTime. I'm about that life. Show me that lingerie. Show me that, Aries Venus talking. Shut up. We're not talking about you, Aries Venus. Go back in the room. It's all Gemini. It is, but it's not. The problem is not finding the person. The problem is, and women get it more than me, because most women are more astrology conscious than men are, which is sucks. But for y'all. But it's not about how hard it is to find somebody with all of that. It's hard to find somebody who has all of that and understand they have all of that. So imagine finding somebody in their placement fit and you feel good and everything right. You can't just tell them, look girl, like you compatible with me. Please be with me. Please. Like it'll freak them the hell out. So my Gemini Mars, I have to manipulation again. I have to find a way to talk to them and keep everything I know to myself, because if I tell them, it's going to freak them out. And then they're going to be like, oh, you can't base stuff on astrology because they're not into astrology 9 times out of 10. Or it's just weird. Not finding I just find a lot of women that has perfect compatibility with me, but I can't come at them like that. And the men are making the initial 9 times out of 10. And a lot of people on social media even popping the balloon, say, oh, you're a Taurus, pop. Yeah. But you know you're a Leo Mars. I'm a Leo, I'm an Aries Venus. Connection. You know you got an Aries, I'm an Aquarius Venus. I have a Gemini Mars. Connection. You're a Pisces moon, I'm a Virgo moon. Connection. All they see is they're a Taurus. I'm a Taurus. And it's sad. I'm talking about the longevity and relationship age, because you can have all the primal sexual experiences, but at the end of the day, how is my precious love as a mommy? You'll appreciate that. I mean, it comes hands in hand. The trueness of love and longevity is going to be activated by my Venus and going to be cemented by my moon. My moon is all of those central things, but you have to get to it. And if you ain't got the tools to get to my Venus, then the Mars will keep you around a little while, and then my Venus got to be activated. But that's why I say, like, the moon is important for the cement, the glue, but without the material, it don't matter if it's gluing something. It's not going to glue air together. So, like, I'll get to that point of commitment and love, but it has to go through my Venus or my Mars, one or the other. Libra Sun, Venus, Libra Venus. Coming for you being nice too. I'm getting Libra. I see fire because of my fire Venus. I can see that. I can definitely see. I do believe in zodiacs. It talks about the Bible. It's talking about definitely. Job 9 talks about the constellation of the Taurus stars, and it's weird because in the Bible, Libra is always around Taurus. It's two placements that are always around Taurus in the Bible. It's either Libra or Aries. Aries be effing with Taurus for some reason in the Bible. Aries always want to pick with the bull, and Libra's always around like ambience. Bible's deep. And I'm not Christian now, but if you look, Libra's always around somewhere, or Aries. And it's weird. And I love the Bible because it's so deep. But Aries is always there. I don't know why Aries like to pick with the bull. I do not know why Aries like to pick on the bull. And I don't know why Libra just it could be in numbers. The number 7 seas, 7 angels. That's the codes they put in the Bible. Angelic spirit, all these little elegance are always around the bull. The bull is I forgot the other animal they put him in to camouflage him, but you know it's him because the research in the mythological books says that's Tauri. But it's the constellation of Taurus has Libra paw prints all over it. I don't know why so much. I know Venus is, but it's connected and it's weird. And my Gemini Mars is infatuated with learning these placements. Where there's Taurus, Aries either causing traumatic change in Taurus, or Libra's ambience is around Taurus in the Bible. And it's crazy. It's crazy. Not Cancer, which is more compatible with Taurus, but Libra is around Taurus in the Bible like, oh my goodness. Or Aries is, one or the other. I've never seen them both in the same content. Job 9, the constellations of Taurus stars, had Libra 7 seas around it. And they'll put subliminals in there. 7 seas, 7, anything 7 is Libra's paw print, believe it or not. That's weird. Not weird, but fascinating. But Libra's all around Taurus. If not, Aries is. And it's always a combative nature for Aries to be around Taurus. Even if Taurus is in the wrong, Aries would be there. If Taurus is in the right, Aries would be there. Or Libra. That's why I like it. It's different. You gotta find it out, man. Why can't you guys date without focus on zodiac? Because that's us. If we date without focusing on astrology, then we dating from a shallow point of view. And I argue that to anybody. Why date somebody rolling the dice? We ain't got time like that. I don't know how old you are. I'm 39. I ain't got time to date somebody off of just a physicalness. Plus, me being ruled by Mercury, women don't really understand, a lot of women don't understand, that when men approach you first, we get judged off what we say. And yeah, I'm winging it out there, but if I knew they Mercury, I would know how to communicate with them. Some women like me being loud and crazy and stuff, and some women like me being quiet. That's based on astrology. And that one little subtleness of a first approach can decide if the woman want to talk to you or not. Because they can say you a calm, gentle person, or they can say you loud and obnoxious. That's what men go through. Like having your whole stuff together when you talk to somebody, sometimes it are going to be the central point if you're going to talk to them or not. Everybody not just open-minded to accept you and just learn you. And when you're not focused on astrology, you're just rolling the dice and you don't know why things happen. Like, I've dated women that were very compatible with me. I broke up with them because I didn't understand the placements and didn't understand that Pisces, water placements period, are the most jealous signs period. I'm sorry to say, water placements get jealous more than any other placements, even more than Leo. And to know that this is a natural occurrence and don't freak out, and this is why it happens, this is how it happens, what can save a relationship. I was with Aquarius for 4 years, very compatible with me. Broke up with her because placements of not understanding that her development, not understanding that if I were to talk or sleep with somebody when we broke up, it would be different than her sleeping with somebody. Not because I'm a man and woman. That's some social media bull crap. If it's a Pisces moon connection with a Virgo moon looks at Pisces differently if they were to sleep with somebody else. Same to Mary and Jesus in the womb. Once that Pisces have other energies and entities in them, Virgo get real critical about that fish, about that Pisces. It's not the same. So if I would have known that, I would have been celibate as hell during our breakup to save our relationship. I didn't know that Pisces moon becomes whatever spirit it allows in the wombs. So knowing that if I ever date the Pisces moon, I'm going to tell it straight up, you cannot cheat, you cannot mess around with nobody else. My Virgo moon will not be with you after this. It's deep. I'm not just telling y'all stuff I read. I actually marked down my experiences in life. Sagittarius I just dated. And I'm going to close with this. Sagittarius I just dated. Scorpio, Venus. Aries, Mars. Every time she was passionate and she was childish and she was into my love and our Venus connect, inseparable. But her Scorpio, Venus, being in an area don't belong, Venus in the sun, she would often try me to see if I was dedicated and loved her. So much that the fact that I knew of her placements, I was into astrology, I could help her, but she couldn't help me out. She didn't know the worst thing to do to a Virgo is make them feel impure, make them feel like they're dirty or they did something wrong or this and that. So when she said stuff to me, she knew about astrology, she could have known not to ever question my health, or because Virgo's a sign of health, or my purity. And that will be a breakup. Like, these things can change relationships, and we overlook them like we just got the guidelines of people, and we don't. That's why I don't listen to a lot of social media, blah, 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 if it's not about the spiritual nature, because one element of how you understand that person can make a longevity and be decisiveness of breaking up or not. Astrology ain't anything. It's kind of everything of understanding adjustments. It's like math. You're going to make adjustments. You're going to lose. You're going to be able to add, subtract, divide, but not knowing anything and just going off of consciousness. I don't see you how you see me because I have different placements. Now, somebody with similar placements is going to see similar things. Miss Phillips often agree with most of everything I say. Her placements are very in line with my placement. It's not a coincidence. That was she keeps saying things about Aries being like, stop telling our stuff, because she connected with how I feel. I also have a Leo Mars mama. So Leo Mars is like, I know Leo Mars to a T. I know we're working relationship very good. I know what I like. I know what the difficulties be, even with Leo Mars. And knowing these things, I can make better decisions in life. Like Capricorn women, just imagine if they knew that they come off very masculine. They can hold it back. They can kind of alternate. They can calm it down a little bit. Some of them naturally adjust, but they don't really know the depth of it if they ain't spiritually connected. Certain signs, fiery signs, you got one chance to talk to them sideways, Miss Cappy, and that's it. They ain't gonna deal with it. Versus some water signs or maneuver around it. They'll snap on you here and there. I ain't trying to say they're weak, but they're not gonna just go ham. They're gonna give you a chance to make it right. Ground signs be a little bit more patient. Air signs may not even be paying attention when you start yelling. So knowing these aspects is gonna make longevity versus just fuck it, let me just date somebody. People ain't got time for that. People do. I mean, you got time, it's fine. I don't have time for it. You don't have to be 100% compatible with me. I don't think it exists. But the closer you are, the better I'm able to deal with things. Sun is the least compatible you have to be with me. Moon is the second. There's only 3 moon signs that really give me hell. But Venus and Mars, man, I'm looking at them signs like, please be what I like. And every sun sign has a Venus and Mars that you can be compatible with. Well, there was a long podcast. I gave y'all the works on this. Let me just scroll down. Oh damn, I gotta go. A's going live soon again. Everyone awesome. Alright. Every experienced Pisces can be faithful and loyal as long as you play by the rule. Definitely. Yes. Cousin son insults people. She will always call them ugly and dirty, and it's hilarious, but she is dead serious when she say LOL, dirty, haha, wow. My Venus for preachy if it ain't Texan. Amen. Thank you. Ace. Cherie, I believe Virgo and Scorpio were once combined. Libra came and broke them up. Taurus follow after Aries. That's shy. And Aries is opposite Libra, and Taurus and Libra share the same. And that might be why. I'm still trying to get deeper into the book, the Bible, because it's connected. But they're in the Bible, like hand in hand. Very interesting age how Libras are around Aries and Taurus. Yep. Not talking to you. Driving Uber now. Alright, what would you date? Why would anyone have to be blind? I mean, yeah, I need to see the person. I'm not going on no blind dates. It said, find the hell. Okay, it's interpreted from the Bible. It's misinterpreted from the Bible, but nothing the Bible says is bad. It's bad to use to take advantage of others. Aries, your Aries side is very funny. Appreciate it. Can you tell the difference between my Aries and Gemini side though? Some people can't. Some people can. I did a poll where I said if you didn't know I was a Taurus, what you think I was? A lot of people said Gemini. A lot of people say Aries. A couple people said Virgo, but not many. A lot of people say either Aries or... because it switches back and forth. I think air signs can live in our heads and fantasize and play alone, not always needing that physical though. Yep. Damn, I don't care what sign you are, but I do like a heads up to know I'm dealing with, because I can understand different behaviors to expect. I can respect that. Husband does have a Virgo rising. Cherie, I once waxed a believer. It's wicked in my opinion. I once was a wax believer. Then dream on will take you to be interested in it. Research, you would say things you don't believe. I don't believe in zodiac sign. It talks all about it in the Bible. All right, so my Instagram is for people to text me if they have some personal things they're going through. Like I say, what I say is not law. It's just my opinion. If you want my opinion, it's not law. Not saying it's gonna be 100% accurate, but if you want my opinion about relationship stuff, because that's what that's all I do. I do relationship and behavior stuff. I can't tell you about your horoscope. I can't tell you if you're gonna be a millionaire. That's not my specialty. I can't even tell you about degrees or numerology. I can tell you a little bit about numerology. I'm not deep into it. I'm still scratching the surface. But if you want to know about sex, anger, emotions, love, ego, human behavior stuff, some biblical stuff I can work with. I'm still working. The Bible's huge. Lilith helped me figure out some things in the Bible, but I'm not there yet. Who I want to be. But this is your boy Ken Ace Nova Slayton. Nova Chronicles, logging off until the next time. Peace.